Music is the one thing in our life that helps us tell a story. And in many ways, the lyrics can be what tells your story. It can coincide with all the problems you're going through in life, and all the struggles and all the battles. Music led to media, and media ended up leading to social media. So, I'm going to tell you my story, a story well told. I think in many ways, years have gone by and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and slowly but surely, I could remember myself always wanting to be the spotlight. Now, I'd originally intended to tell this story as one big cohesive story, but a story well told may as well be told in segments. So, I'm going to tell this story backwards, and if you follow along, awesome. If not, I did what I can. So I'm going to tell you guys about the best summer of my life so far. So at the beginning of the year, I was offered a job. I had come home to the local country club, the Paseo Club, and honestly, it was the best thing I ever got in my life. I was relied on, and it was obvious because the three men who decided to hire me saw it in my work. They saw it in me lifeguarding, and that was the best thing ever. They called me and they said, "Congratulations, you got the job." Now, as soon as I heard that, I thought, there's no way I'm going to mess this up. Just continually strive for the best. That included me planning more, playing music more, and I think continually writing helped me get through life a lot. Now, during the summer, I encountered so many great lifeguards. They were amazing, they were awesome, and we created a bond because in many ways there were so many people against us. I never understood it because we worked for our high pay. We had certifications that nobody else did, and they always complained about it. They always complained, "Oh, why do you guys get paid more than us?" And the truth is because we worked for it. It was like a McDonald's employee asking for $25 an hour. Now, I know that ridiculous that sounds. Over the summer, I went into it lifeguarding and coaching, and I didn't expect to create good bonds with friends, and to this day I actually think that those people are one of the greatest friends I've ever had. I stand by what I say. Lifeguards, swimmers, swim coaches are the best people to have around in life because they were raised in this environment and they don't expect the world to feel sorry for them. Why should anyone be a sorrow case? Why should anyone cry boo-hoo and all of it's about feelings? It's not. And I think it's a thing about respect. It led to me finding out about someone who I worked with there who was not a lifeguard, who I guess was intrigued by me. They warned me, they told me not to pursue it, and I didn't, but I felt sorry. I felt sorry originally because of the fact that I was in those shoes before. I was the oddball. It pretty much just was negative. There was so much toxicity. We saw each other in school and very control freak like, and it just wasn't for me. This person hadn't found themselves yet, and I really hope someday they do, but it's not a part of my life. I kind of got through it by playing music. I wrote a lot of music. I actually wrote music for the people in my life and wrote music for that one individual, one song. And great song, but really wish it was for myself more than this person, which it still can be. Music in general tells a story, and it tells my story in many ways. Especially thinking it was able to tell a story that was hard for me to comprehend. Realizing my life might fall apart gave new perspective. And that's when we go into Christmas. Christmas, 4 weeks before Christmas, my dad was diagnosed with cancer, and we just had to deal with it. Right now he's fighting, and I'm fighting to grow up. I'm fighting to stay happy because I have students, I have charges who care about me, and I care about them. And my goal is to give them a happy and memorable memory. And I don't tell this story to get, sob story or anything like that. I don't tell this story for sympathy. I tell this story because of the fact that not everybody realizes, yes, we all exist in this one big grand galaxy, but I think the one thing that the world has forgotten is that your life is not the only life going on. You need to be considerate about those lives going on around you. And I think that's where I've understood what gives me pure happiness. So, there's chapter 1 of A Story Well Told.